welcome back. We're talking to Aging and In-Home Services of Northeast Indiana about the resources they provide all the time, but especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. Megan is here with us, and we were just talking about the nutrition resources. And listen, that's a lot of what you guys do all the time, because that's a lot of what seniors in our community need, but you do so much more.
We do.
And especially now, there is just a need for knowledge.
Absolutely. I think that resources have always been plentiful, but they have been extremely comforting at this time.
Sure.
To me.
Me too.
To everyone, but especially those seniors and caregivers and things like that. So as always, just call us. We've talked about this. The ADRC is still operational. They can connect you with anything. But we also joined forces with a group of people who work in our arena around the community. Dr. McMahon led us up into what we call the Allen County COVID-19 Senior Response Team. We put together a website, so that is essentially a landing page that can connect you with resources for meals, resources for mental health, resources for really anything that you can think of senior related. Especially like we just mentioned, the caregiver aspect of all of this, it's a little bit more unique because typically a caregiver can be with you, can help you, can take you to your appointments, can dispense medicine, blah, 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 all the things that they do.
Can't now.
It's if they can't, then someone else has got to do it, and who is that person? So we have an abundance of resources for family caregivers, especially caring to seniors, just in this time, because it's a little bit more unique, it's a little bit more stressful. Sure. We know that caregiving is stressful, but it adds another layer right now. So it's just one of those situations where if you go onto that website, it's AC Senior spelled out, responseteam.org, and it has a landing page of everything that you would need.
And it is so important. We talked about this last month with Dr. McMahon and Erica and Maureen. It's important for us who are not quite seniors yet, who are caretaking or maybe not caretaking, but just to reach out. I have a neighbor who is still in Florida, but I made sure I texted her.
Absolutely.
Because you just want to make sure that just reach out and make sure that they're okay. If you are out at the grocery or the store, pick something up for those people that you know are still at home.
Absolutely.
And put it on their porch and let them know. Listen, I know a lot of people who are FaceTiming with their family members who are in senior communities.
Yep. The visitor restrictions have been a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Secure right now.
Right.
Just because of the situation that's happening. But like you mentioned, FaceTime. Something that's very important is you shouldn't be going to the grocery store with your entire family.
Right, by yourself.
I understand that you're caregiving for someone. FaceTime them if they want to see the product or something like that. Just make sure that you are focusing really on that social distancing and caring for them, but maybe from a distance.
Well, and you and I have talked about many times how important that mental health and not feeling lonely, it in itself
is a public health crisis.
Is
absolutely.
A crisis. And so making sure that you are staying connected to them is so very important. You and I have both talked about how isolating this is.
It's bizarre.
And we're not in the situation that they are in.
No.
So I'm still coming into work every day, and yet it feels isolating for me. So imagine what it's like for someone who's not leaving their house or not leaving their room at a senior community. So we got to make sure.
It's a sad, scary time, but I think that definitely technology has been our friend lately.
Absolutely.
We all complain about it, but hey, if it glitches in the middle of a FaceTime, I'm okay with that.
Because I still got the FaceTime.
Right. No.
I've done more Zoom meetings than I've ever done in my life.
And take advantage of it.
It's fantastic.
How cool is all of this resource to us? And it's a really weird, but it's a really cool time.
It is, and we should definitely take advantage of it to make sure that our senior friends and family members are okay. Well, it's almost time for Megan and I's favorite time. We're going to talk about what's trending at Aging and In-Home Services. Coming up next, you do not want to miss it. We'll be right back.